Sherry. I'm here in my garden. Actually, I'm on the screened-in back porch, but that's okay, close enough. So, I am here to do an update. It's been a hot minute. I've had issues with my hands and my feet, but I've seen the orthopedic surgeon for both, and they're all doing great. So, I'm back at it. Figured I would do an update, show you what's going on in the garden here, and let's go. We are joined by the lovely Artemis, as always, and here we are on the back porch. I've got all kinds of seedlings going. They're doing well. I have dwarf pomegranates. I have papayas. I have ice cream beans. All kinds of exotics. My string of hearts is climbing the screen. But yeah, that's okay. My potting bench, a mess as always. It's just is what it is. As you can see, I have been growing dwarf cannas from seeds from my plants. They're doing well. I have some bigger ones over here that I've already potted into bigger pots. They got hit by a little bit of frostbite on the leaves. We had one cold night, but they'll be fine. My desert rose is gorgeous and blooming. So yeah. All right, here we have our little cart, our little wheelbarrow. The pool is from the chickens. We had that in their coop this summer, and we've taken it out because they don't need it. It's not hot, so we're gonna put that away. We have been working on trying to clean up all these potted plants and get them either planted into the yard or into bigger pots, whatever. We have been cleaning trash out of the garage, making room in there for plants for the winter. That all has to be thrown away. Our old mailbox, you can see the post rotted. This flower bed is doing great. I see the wind blew some of the empty pots around, but okay. The one cold night did hit the banana tree. As you can see, the leaves turn brown, but we've already got new leaves coming out and a baby. So our banana tree has made a pup. It's fine, it's healthy. Over here is my succulent rack. Everybody looks happy. Blooming. My Buddha belly plants. Now these are plants that I grew from seeds. And as you can see, I've got a bunch more seed pods. Every plant is covered with seed pods, so I'll be growing some more. As you can see, we have trees now, so we have leaves. It's a new experience for us. Okay, this flower bed, as you can see, is overgrown. It's healthy and happy. The buttercups have absolutely exploded. They just recently stopped blooming. The palm tree is happy as can be. We do need to do a little bit of weeding. The bleeding heart, I need to train to grow along the railing. The ferns that I planted are all happy and healthy. Now this gardenia over here that we cut down to the ground because it was covered in sooty mold has come back, and he's healthy and happy. He's growing back from the roots. And the leaves are falling. We've never had a fall before. Autumn is a new thing for us. Our kumquat tree is covered with fruit. Once the fruit is ripe, I will be making jelly and marmalade with that. This tree, it's a citrus of some sort. I want to say it might be an orange or a mandarin. It's not healthy. It's not doing well. We haven't decided yet what we want to do with him. He's not produced any fruit. He's just not happy. And he has also got sooty mold. The elderberry's fine. Turk's cap is fine. Elephant ears are fine. In fact, the Turk's cap is blooming. Beautiful red blooms. Our camellia jungle is starting to bloom. Now we've got some pink blooms, but no red ones yet. But they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I love them. We still need to clean this out, but it's a winter bloomer, evergreen. So what we'll probably do is wait until spring. Once all the blooming is done, then we'll go in and clean that out. As you can see, there are dead branches, there's weeds, there's trash from the last people who lived here. So it needs to be cleaned out. Our poor fig, he's done. I think he just gave up finally. He's not happy, he's not healthy, and I think he's done. We are probably going to take care of that. To be fair, he was planted in a spot that he shouldn't have been. Figs like full sun. They need full sun. They don't want to be in the shade. So he should have been planted out there, but he wasn't. Now here under the trees, we have begun planting, filling this in. I have planted some ferns. It's hard to tell since everything is buried in leaves. We need to get the leaf blower out here. I have some other plants that need to go in the ground. I've planted another philodendron, the caladiums. I have also planted some natives. So hopefully they will come out really nicely in the spring. I've moved the bird bath here. We've put the bird feeder there, and we've put up a squirrel feeder there to keep the squirrel out of the bird feeder, which is actually working. I planted a sumac. I use a lot of sumac in cooking, especially in Mediterranean food. As you can see, we've been making piles of branches and things, trying to get all of this cleaned up. Over here, now here you can see we've set up the compost bin, and we're working on filling that up. Matter of fact, a lot of these leaves will probably go in there. We have mandarins, and yes, I do believe they are mandarins because as you can see, they're a little flatter than an orange would be. But we've got those. That tree is doing well, producing. We're excited about that. The blueberries all look great. I cleaned them up over the summer, cut off all the dead branches and everything, shaped them, pruned them, and so as you can see, we've got lots of new growth, which is good. That'll be good for berry production next year. Out here in our raised beds, now this first bed here are bush beans, and as you can see, we got plenty of beans. We've already harvested about a gallon bag full, plus we've been eating them, but we've got more. We'll harvest some more this weekend. These are carrots, and we had to create a cover. We had filled this bed with carrots before, and they had started sprouting. And then I woke up one morning and came out here to water the garden, and every single sprout was gone. Every one of them. There were no signs of digging. There were no footprints, nothing. They just vanished. So we made a cover for it, and that's worked. Now over here, that's our garlic. As you can see, it's happy and doing well. This one, we just planted snow peas and sweet peas. And we've already got the trellis for them to grow on. Like I said, we just planted them, so they haven't sprouted yet. Our sweet potato bed has become 2 sweet potato beds, and all throughout the yard. Now the fun part is, wherever a sweet potato vine touches the soil, it will root. So we've probably got a field of sweet potatoes here. Which is fine. It's fine. We'll eat them. But yeah, they kind of outgrew their area there. That's okay. We like sweet potatoes. We did get the bay tree planted here in the ground, and he's happy now that he's out of that pot. Our garden, now the summer garden, all that's left are the peppers, and as you can see, the habaneros, they just keep coming and coming and coming. What I've been doing is harvesting them, putting them in the dehydrator, drying them, grinding them, and using them as ground chilies when cooking. Here we have planted beets. They have not sprouted yet. We just planted them. We have broccoli here, which is sprouting. We have over here Chinese cabbage, Swiss chard, cauliflower, red cabbage, bok choy. So those have all sprouted and they're doing well. Now next year, I think in the spring, we're going to try to do the second bed. But it will probably be narrower, I'm thinking. Our loquat is in full bloom. As you can see. And I do love the smell. They smell so good. But yeah, that is it is covered in blooms. So I'm hoping we get some loquats next year. That would be wonderful. We did get rid of the pear tree. It just died. It was done. It couldn't take it anymore. But my husband just cut it off here. He flattened it, and he wants to get a clay pot and bolt it to the stump and turn it into a bird bath. So he's planning to do that. This, we planted a banana magnolia. There, we planted a pawpaw. We've got our olive tree here. And he is healthy and happy. Our Confederate rose has done well. It came back after the snow and ice last year. As you can see, we need to get rid of the Virginia creeper. No, that's not Virginia creeper. That's climbing fern. Oh yay, cat's claws. But we need to clear that out. That's on the agenda. Now, it is making seeds. It's got all the seed pods. I'm waiting for those to be ripe, and then I'll collect the seeds, because what I think I want to do is make a hedgerow along the fence of the Confederate rose, because they're beautiful when they bloom. The chickens. We have integrated the little ones in with the big ones. As you can see, there are a couple of the little ones back there. The rest are inside, but they have been integrated. Yeah, and we have lots and lots of leaves to clean up. which is a new experience for us. We do have the bees working the flowers, pollinating, doing what they do. Absolutely. And the tree is covered with them. The bees are all over it, which is nice. We have found the Artemis. All right, on to the front yard. Okay, as you can see, we have bricked in this bed here around the trees. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this out. We'll add some soil to level it. And then this will be my daughter's garden. She has declared that she wants to make a garden. She wants to grow fruit and flowers. So this will be hers. We'll see what she does with it. We will keep this crepe myrtle, but you can see this is what happens when you decapitate a crepe myrtle. One, it looks like crap. Two, you end up with these twiggy, weak branches. It doesn't do the tree any good at all. And then you end up here with the branches crisscrossing, rubbing against each other, creating wounds where disease and pests can get in. And so we will clean this out. We will take out those branches and we'll leave 2 or 3 main trunks and then let it go from there. We will clear out the brush, the weeds. So that's a project. We will also be clearing out, cleaning up the hedgerow here. Lots of weeds growing in there. It's all overgrown with brush. As you can, we'll be taking some of the branches out of these trees. As you can see, all the water spouts on these branches. So we'll be cleaning this up, and then we may extend it a bit at the end. We won't extend it all the way, but we might put 1 or 2 more bushes there at the end once we get it cleaned up. The hibiscus over by the mailbox is nice. It's in bloom. This flower bed, the Brazilian button flowers have taken over. They've absolutely taken over. I'll tell you, these things. But that's okay. The bees absolutely love them. They've been feasting on them, so we've left them. Once the flowers die down, which, you know, as you can see, the leaves already have some frostbite, but once we get a good hard frost and it kills the plants off, I will prune them back. But for now, I leave them there for the bee food. There's the dwarf cannas that I got the seeds from. The brugmansias are fine. They're doing well. In fact, I am waiting on these seed pods to be ripe so that I can get some seeds. So this bed will be cleaned out once the first frost hits, the hard frost, and kills these back. That bed is doing fine. We recently just filled it full of spring bulbs like tulips, hyacinths, daffodils. We planted some hostas, some ferns. We put in these mums, but of course they need to be deadheaded. And here were my saffron crocus. Now they have already bloomed and I've already harvested the saffron from them, which will be nice for cooking. But now the leaves will come out. They flower first and then leaf. But yeah, this bed is doing fine. Like I said, we filled it full of flower bulbs. Now that the caladiums have kind of died back, we've planted a few other things in here. And we will still fill it full of plants. We're not finished with it by any stretch of the imagination. And then the side of the house, we have begun work over here. Now, we've cleaned this out. It was full of Virginia creeper and the climbing fern and the cat's claws. We pruned the holly bushes and neatened those up, and that looks a lot better. We're going to get rid of that stupid mondo grass that these people were so fond of. We've cleared the weeds and stuff out from around these azaleas, but we still need to clean up the azaleas themselves. As you can see, there are a lot of like, they just don't look great. They need a little shaping and maybe some thinning in the center. Now here are gardenia bushes. Now this is an azalea, but these are gardenias. These desperately need to be thinned. As you can see in there, all kinds of dead branches because they were planted just way too close to each other. So what we're going to do is eventually we're going to take out every other bush, and that's where we'll get the bushes to extend that hedgerow. But we're going to take out every other bush, shape these bushes, neaten it, get rid of the mondo grass, and make a flower bed to go with that one, and put a bunch of flowers in front of the gardenias, and that'll be nice. So that's our update. That's how things are growing. So yeah, that's the update. The problem is with the stupid time change, daylight savings time, we can't really do much during the week. It's dark by 5. My husband doesn't get home till 6. And I can only do so much. Now, during the week when he's at work, I will come out here and I work on cleaning up the pots. I'm the one who's made the piles of branches and leaves and things. I work on that. You know, the things that I can do. Otherwise, everything gets done on the weekend. So, it is what it is. Okay. So, that's our update. As you can see, we've gotten some things done. Not as much as I would like, but that's okay. We're working on it, and we're not going anywhere. We have time. The problem is we've got the daylight savings time now. Time change. It is dark by 5. My husband does not get home till 6. So the bulk of the gardening work has to be done on the weekend. During the week, I work on the smaller things like cleaning out the pots, piling up all the branches, taking care of the leaves, things of that nature. That's what I can do during the week. And then on the weekend, we do the heavier stuff like bricking in the flower beds and things like that. We're still trying to decide what kind of pathing we want here in the backyard. We haven't decided yet. So that's fine. We've got time. But otherwise, that's what's going on in the garden. Right now it's humid. It's supposed to be storming today, but we haven't had any rain. Not yet. That's okay. It'll come. Hopefully. But it is humid. But it's not hot. The weather's nice, and we've been enjoying it. So Most of the time we have our windows open. Now today, because of the humidity, I closed them. I said, you know, when the floor feels wet, it's time to close the windows. But anyway, that's it for me and Artemis, who has decided to just flop down here on the porch. We will see you next time, and I hope everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving.